so much, sir and ma'am. First of all, there is a humble request from our side. Parents will not be allowed to meet children at the backstage or in the green room.
The children will be handed over to you after the function is over from the stage.
We request you to kindly switch off your mobile phones or to keep it in the silent mode. Please do not click any pictures using your cameras or mobile phones during the show.
Don't worry, the photography is done by a professional photographer and the pictures and videos will be made available to all the parents.
Valuing your august presence on this auspicious celebration of light, let us move on to the traditional lamp lighting ceremony. It's my esteemed pleasure to invite on these days our chief guest, Senior Advocate of Supreme Court, Mr. Gaurav Banerjee, Chairman, Mr. T.M. Ibrahim, Manager and CEO, Mr. A.J. Philip, our Principal, Mr. C.P. Davis, Executive Director, Mrs. Jaswant Kaur, Rosie Achan, our board members, Dr. Annie Matthew, Dr. Sakhi John, Mrs. Rajni Thompson, Mr. Saji P. John, to do this honor.
I would like to invite Mr. A.J. Philip to honor our guest of honor, Mr. Subbu Rahman, who is a Commissioner Land DDA. Sir, please.
I'm sorry that I have to come again. And I'm very happy that Mr. Subbu Rahman and Dr. Jasila are here. And I have already welcomed you formally. Mr. Subbu Rahman is the Commissioner Land of Delhi Development Authority. You know, our school has been facing a problem. The problem is that this land was allotted for a middle school. Now it has become a higher secondary school, and we need to expand it a little bit. We have only 2 acres of land. At that time, the norm was that 2 acres was sufficient for a middle school. But today, the norm has changed. We can have a higher secondary school here also in 2 acres of land. But this permission is required, and I know that he has some difficulty in giving it because it involves a policy decision, and the policy decision has to be taken by the Lieutenant Governor of Delhi. And I'm sure he has already initiated the papers, and I'm sure that one of these days we will be able to get the permission and we will be able to construct more classrooms. At the moment we have 1700 students here. We want to increase, hopefully we will be able to start our science stream from next year. Once that starts, we will be having at least 200 more students. So we need classrooms to be built. And as most of you know, most of our students come from the poorest of the poor circumstances, and we try to provide quality education to them. So it is in this context that I appeal to Mr. Subbu Rahman to help us, and I also am very happy, and I'm very happy to welcome you. And he is accompanied by Dr. Jasila, and as I mentioned to you, today is her birthday. You should all give her a good clap. Thank you for coming, and thank you.
Mother Teresa said, "Spread love everywhere you go. Let no one ever come to you without leaving happier."
Born in the year 1910, she left our midst. She was canonized or declared a saint on 4 September 2016.
Today, let us all be the light. Let us light a candle instead of blaming the darkness.
Today, we are so blessed to have Senior Advocate of Supreme Court, Mr. Gaurav Banerjee, who continue to radiate the love, light and service.
Therefore, we are overwhelmed to hear from you. May I invite our Chief Guest to inspire us with his valuable words. Sir, please.
Actually, I must tell you that I am blinded by the light and I am blinded by the performance, which was outstanding. Respected Mr. Abraham, Chairman, Mr. Philip, Manager, members of the governing body, guest of honor, Mrs. Rahman, teachers, principal, parents, and above all, the extremely talented and wonderful children that we have here this evening. I had actually written out a speech for my allotted 5 minutes, but I am going to abandon the script because I have been amazed at the wonderful program. 300 of you have participated. That's the number I was told. I have also been a parent at an annual day function, and you look out in that 300 for your son or daughter somewhere who has that little little piece which makes the entire program whole. And I'm sure all the parents here sitting inside and outside must have just waited for that one moment when their son or daughter came on the stage or sang or danced. And let me say this, I mean, I am supposed to give you a message, but actually the message has come from the students. Of course, when you come to such an occasion, you meet the head boy, you meet the head girl, you're told about the many prizes that the school has got, the many awards, great achievements on the sports field. The principal was mentioning the NCC. But you know what really makes at least Deepalaya stand out, and this is the second year in a row that I've come, is the enthusiasm of the students. And I have been to many annual functions, and I must say you must have put in a huge effort to produce this. I look at the beautiful peacock, I look at the costumes and the dance, and if you can do this for this one occasion, then if I have a message, the message is a simple one. Try and excel in whatever field or whatever interests you. If you are better today than you were yesterday, you will be better tomorrow than today. You have all come from difficult circumstances. You have all great aspirations. We are a young democracy. We will definitely achieve more. You have great backing in Deepalaya. You have great backing in the school. Please make use of this opportunity that has been given to you. You are the people, you are the youth of tomorrow, will dominate India. We are, as a generation gone, it will be more than 60-70% your generation. And with taking part in all these cultural activities, in sports, whatever you want to pursue, you have so much talent, so brilliant singing. I mean, I was entranced by the choir. I have actually abandoned most of my speech. All I can say is, please do not worry about failure. Failure is just a step to success. You heard the inspiring story of Mother Teresa. My mother was a student when she taught at Loreto School. I had a few occasions to meet her. But we can't all be like her, but we can all improve every day what we do and have a positive attitude. And with this sort of talent, I'm looking forward to next year to see what wonders will be produced. I wish you all the very best. Thank you very much.